Taxes are going up, January, a lot. Surprise. Enjoy your shopping. I'll be back. It's true. It's true. The way Congress is moving right now, that's dramatic and soon. They're not going to be deciding anything on the status of the so-called Bush tax cuts. So all of them would retroactively go up on January 1. All of them across the board. And that will be a bit of a New Year's shocker. And I've got Noel Nick, where the Republican strategy says, the Democratic leadership has only itself to blame.
Right. Well, I mean, think about it. You're dealing with a president that promotes class warfare. So, I mean, are you really surprised?
Well, I am. I tell you, I don't mean to be Jimmy Stewart here, but it was sounding like there was a compromise, and not one that even Republicans would love, but that even the ones for the wealthy would be extended a couple of years. And Harry Reid was on board, where a number of top Democrats were on board. The president supposedly was on board. What happened?
Well, look, I mean, since the election, you have to realize if there is a compromise, Obama's going to seem like he is doing the billionaire bailout. He's already got enough bailouts behind him. Plus, you have to think, about how this thing is going to go down. In order to do this, there's going to be a lot of cuts. There's a lot of bargaining that's going to go on before this thing actually happens. So I'm actually not surprised about this at all.
But maybe he's locking Republicans in a corner here by saying, look, I want to extend the tax cuts for everyone but the top 2%ers. That would be you. And those greedy Republicans stop me. And that will be his cause.
Well, actually, it could end up being a game of chicken where you have...
Well, it's clearly that.
Yeah, but I mean, where you're going to make the GOP, the Republican Party, look like they're trying to go to bat once again for the fat cat, for the million...
It will look like that.
Well, that's what they could be setting it up to do that, which is what's happening right now.
That'll be the vote in a lame duck session. Extending them for everyone but the rich, and the Republicans rejected, and they're the bad guys.
Absolutely, setting the GOP up, so to speak. But you have to think about it. I mean, they're only doing this so that they can extend it for the middle class, but you have to ask yourself, what's the middle class? They've already defined wealthy as $250,000, so you have to really think about that. You know what I mean?
So where does it ultimately go, do you think? I mean, then it would be up to a new Republican Congress to try to deal with this early next year?
You're going to have, the GOP is going to have to get their message on board and out clear what they're actually defending and what they're doing. They're going to have to make that very clear so that they don't end up looking like they're defending the wealthy guy or the rich guy or the corporate guy, as we're seeing. Yeah, it's very slick. It's very slick marketing. You have to think about Obama as a machine, as a big branding machine. And they're going to turn this because they are scared with his approval rating going down to make sure that the GOP once again is in that